Hola, Mina-san. We're back. We're finally back. Everybody on YouTube, everybody. Let's see here. There we go. YouTube looks good. Steam looks good. Twitch looks good. Everybody all look fantastic. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a nightmare this has been. And I really thank all of you for your patience. I'm doing an early afternoon stream because there's so much work that needs to be done. Um so much work to be done. Like, oh my gosh, I lost a whole month. I really lost a whole month of live streaming and all sorts of things. Hey, cool dude, welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, so I'm not even sure where to begin this whole entire conversation, but let me just first post and pin up chapter 1 of my audiobook of Trucker no Bouken. That's what's been going on. Uh, at the very least, I had to put a pause on it because uh, my computer came back, was almost done. Yeah, let me post this up for you guys over here on YouTube. Let's post that up. If you all want to jump in on that and pin that up there. There we go. So, oh man, I don't even. How do I want to? How do I want to begin this? How do I want to begin this? So, the first week of what was supposed to be my break was going good. It was going good so far. That was the week of the 5th. That was supposed to be my holiday break, and I was going to return on the 12th. Then all of a sudden, at the end of the week, I decided to get a new television and a new monitor. I decided to get these two new things. I did that before going into. I think I did that before I went into vacation because I still had warranty. That was the third, right? Yeah, the third and the fourth. I did that. Yes, the third and the fourth. I did that. So this is so I was able to get myself a new monitor. Here we go. This is my new monitor. Look at, you see, for those of you who might not know, down here was all blacked out and it was all starting to pixelate and everything. When for like the whole of 2025. So I was long overdue for a new monitor. That guy, welcome, welcome. Deshamase, minasan. So, oh my gosh. So I spent so during that week, because I had to post up on YouTube, I was doing my YouTube posts during that week and I was doing some tweaks and everything. No, I need this up. I gotta get all my chats up. I'm going through a lot, so please be patient with me. Oh, Shy Guys, it was you. I thought it was that guy. I thought you were the other guy. That guy. So, oh man. So that week of vacation, I was waiting for my old TV, which was the Vizio, going through the whole warranty. All is well. No, not everything is well. All is not well. It's so not well that I'm wearing a blue shirt instead of a black shirt. That's how not well this is. That's how not well this whole situation is. Um, so yeah, this is a very long story time because this really put me out of commission. This was such a horrific thing. And big thanks to the Team Shy Guys over at Clockwork Ghosty on Twitch. Clockwork Ghosty and the team there, helped me with the troubleshooting. So yeah, big time thanks to Shy Guys Entertainment on this one. Big help. Or else this whole thing probably would have been the end of everything. But where was I at? So that whole week that was on my break from live streaming, which was supposed to be 1 week. I was getting everything ready with sound elements because I created some new Kimio sound elements. I was working on Japanese language Trucker no Bouken. I was also doing a few fix-ups with the Skibidi Toilet videos because they were very terrible when I did the editing. And I was posting up for that week and getting everything ready for when I would come back. So the weekend comes, my new TV comes in. My new TV comes in. Okay, this gorgeous new TV that they had to that they couldn't fix the old one. It was a Vizio, and they don't sell Vizios at Best Buy. So the warranty, they gave me basically the whole money back, and I used the money to get myself a new television, Samsung, full HD. This gorgeous little thing here. Just look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, we're gonna get to doing Architect. Oh, you're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun with this here. But that's but as you can see, it's very big. It's a little bigger now, and I got it for $10 extra, which was pretty awesome. And once I started hooking everything up, the TVs, the monitor, the new monitor, everything new, all of a sudden the HDMI was not giving me a signal. And I went through this whole big process of, rewiring, going, using my laptop to find out what was going on and everything. My brain is going crazy, mad crazy. So I decided to relax. I went to Clockwork Ghosty's channel, Livestream, and I told, and I explained to Shy Guys, the whole team there, what had happened. They did some troubleshooting and figured that the GPU may have been the problem. So I was like, okay, I'll take this on over to Geek Squad, since Geek Squad were the ones who, took care of my TV and monitors because I have warranties. So I went in and they did all the checks and everything, and it turned out that the motherboard was dead. The GPU was not the problem. The GPU was working fine. The RAM sticks were working fine. Everything was working fine except for the motherboard. It died. Hewlett-Packard brand. Well, I found out that because it was a Hewlett-Packard brand, because I had the Omen 30L, I had to buy an entirely new motherboard, an entirely new case, and then I found out on Saturday when they installed everything, I had to replace the cooler because all three of those were Hewlett-Packard proprietary parts. That means that I had to either buy the Hewlett-Packard parts, which were highly expensive, and I have no money for, or I had to buy a whole new thing. Well, not a whole new computer, but it feels like I bought a whole new computer. So that was the thing. The case, the tower in which we put all the parts in, Hewlett-Packard designed it so that no other part but a Hewlett-Packard part can be put in there. So that means that this new motherboard I bought, that I had to buy, here we go, Ryzen, this one here. The Ryzen Pro Series B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi would not fit in that case, the old case that I had, the Omen 30L case, which sucked. So I had to buy a whole new case. So I bought this NZXT case, which is a nice little case here. Here we go. Which welcome to the show, everybody. Which is right down here. This is the new case right here. As you can see, all nice and glowy and such. It's all nice and glowy. So that was so I bought that case. Okay, so I had to wait until what was supposed to be tomorrow. Tomorrow was supposed to be the day I was supposed to get it back. I was going to get the parts in, but thankfully they came early. The motherboard came in on Thursday. The case came in on Friday. Wednesday. Wednesday the motherboard came in. On Wednesday, the case came in on Friday, and they put it all together Saturday, just before the storm comes. And then it turned out that the cooler was incompatible. They called me up on Saturday. Unfortunately, I didn't pick it up in time, so they left a message. So I was trying to call them back, and I called the store directly, and the store put me through the stupid computer thing. If you know the extension of your thing, press 1 now. Para español. That whole thing. So I'm pressing all the stuff to get through, and the stupid thing didn't put me into the store. Instead, it sent me to customer service, and I ended up with the guy. I'm telling the guy, that the technician called me up. I gave him the name. I'm not gonna name drop the guy. No doxing here. I name dropped the guy's name, and the customer service was like, okay, could you please explain the whole problem? I told him the whole problem again. I told him I'm trying to reach this guy because he called me, and he's like, could you please explain the problem? I'm like, dude, this guy called me. I dialed the number. I got sent to you. Can you please forward me to this guy? Okay, but could you please tell me about the problem? I'm like, screw you, man. I hit the whole thing. And then thankfully the technician, sent me an email with the extension and everything. And I'm doing this in the middle of a store, mind you. I'm out there doing magic, decided to go do a magic pod. And so I'm sitting there in the middle of the game store screaming my head off. Screaming my head off at this guy because, he ain't listening. But I finally reached him, found out that the cooling system, which was had to be replaced. So I bought this. I had to buy this, the Hyper 212 Black cooler master, like so. And it turned out because the reason why was because the Omen 30L cooler master, the cooling system, could not fit inside the new case, the NZXT case. Okay, so I had to buy a whole new cooler so that way they could put it in there. Thankfully, they found me a good, they found a good one that was on the cheap because they knew I was on a budget. $25 easy. Thank God. But, they couldn't move because it turned out that was a proprietary part too, that cooler, which means I had to buy an HP cooler. Which was pointless because it won't fit in the case. I'm like, oh my God, why? My whole brain was blown out. But thankfully, we found a cheap, they found me a cheap one that is top quality and got it in there. We all got, and they got it in there, and paid the whole thing, returned. And, I took Saturday off. I was like, you know what, let me just relax, okay? Because I had to leave early. Well, for a couple of reasons. One, the storm, and two, because Best Buy, I'm coming, I'm traveling all the way back from Somerville, where I do my Magic Pod. And that's a 2-hour trip. It's a 2-hour trip to Somerville from where I'm at, to Retro Lotus Games, which was where I did Savage Strikers play testing at, thanks to the store owners, so that way I could be able to put on public display and everything, which was pretty cool. That's what I did that 2 years ago. But the point is, and I haven't left those guys since. They're pretty chill. Anyway, I'm going off. I digress. So Sunday we have the blizzard. Hooray! That means I have to shovel. While putting all the parts back together again. Replugging everything and testing out the computer. So I'm testing out the computer, and the microphone ain't working. I'm like, wait a second. I'm like going through. Two things weren't working. One was the headphones, and the other was the microphone. Because my monitor, my TV doesn't have headphone jacks, and the only headphone jack was in the back, and I couldn't remember which color it was. Was it pink, green, or blue? I had to go through the internet, found out that was green. Then I had to go through the control panels so that way it would focus on that particular thing. Because as you can see, sometimes the headphone jack runs through my microphone. The Samsung has its own headphone jack, and I really don't like having this hanging here. It looks terrible on the screen, as you can see. So that's another problem that I gotta solve, is try and find headphones, because these headphones are too short to put in the back, and I'll be like this. I'm like literally crouched like this. And this one, which is the longest one that actually goes all the way up and I get to sit back, well, the headphones are muffled. the sound is very muffled. I can't hear anything. I barely could hear anything. So that means that I can't play games or do reactions unless I get some solid headphones. As for the microphone, I spent basically the whole entire day because I wanted to do this live stream yesterday. So that way, to square everything out, and test and everything. And instead I spent from I think 3 o'clock because I had to first deal with the headphones. That took me until 3 p.m. Then from 3 p.m. until 10:30 p.m. I was busy trying to figure out what the heck was going on with the drivers, that this thing wasn't happening. And then I found and I went through like 25 different websites, and I finally found one that told me that said go to this particular spot in the control panels, in the control drive, this drive, USB, universal port, USB ports, and it specified a very specific one, to pick and uninstall. So I did that. I installed it, and then I replugged the microphone, and it started working again. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. And I'm glad it's working because Shy Guys is in here and responding to me, so I'm glad that the microphone is working fully. So, oh man, and I'm finally, so yeah, here I am. Haven't had shoveled snow twice yesterday, and keeping an eye on the snow. I had a shovel not just only in the afternoon, but I had a shovel in the evening. You have no idea how nasty that was in the evening because it was about this thick, the snow, and it was all slushed up. So it wasn't even light, fluffy snow. It was thick, heavy snow. It was like shoveling sand or something. It was just heavy, man. It was crazy heavy. Yeah, but and I wanted to take advantage of the snow, because I figure everybody will be home, hunkering down for the snow, and and get everybody in here. And then to add to the and then to add more to the chaos, I couldn't get the because I wanted to bring YouTube into the fold here and get everybody on Twitch kicking and YouTube up to speed here, and all of a sudden the stupid OBS didn't want to start up the whole thing. Damn, man. I'm having. I can't really say whether this is a good month or a bad month. It feels like a push. It feels like a push because on one hand, a couple of job opportunities have cropped up. Unfortunately, I got passed up on one. I got another one pending this week, which unfortunately the storm is blocking, is kind of hindering the whole thing. So my whole entire brain got completely concentrated on that. I had to prioritize that. Another thing that happened was that I got sick. And yeah, it was I don't know what the hell I ate, but it was definitely from the stomach. I ate some bad food or something. I found myself barfing up a storm in the middle of the night, and I was just completely incapacitated. So we had two sicknesses. Then I got bit by some kind of spider, and it really messed up my arm, as you can see here. I don't know if you can see it, but this little SOB messed my whole arm up, up and down, going all the way up here, all the way to my back, all the way to the back of my shoulder, and I'm still feeling, all of the effects of these stings. It happened overnight when I was sleeping. The little SOB somehow got inside my. Got underneath underneath my sheets while I was trying to stay warm. I guess he wanted to stay warm too, but he didn't want to be a good roommate and just nuzzle up next to me. He decided to just go jab 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 jab. I'm not sure if you could see it. I'm not sure. Here, let me. There we go. There we go. There we go. Here, there we go. Let give you all an idea of just how nasty that is. Gross. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, the horror. Oh my gosh, why are you showing that to us? It's none of our business. Anyway. So yeah, my shoulder is still feeling the effects. My whole entire arm and shoulder is still feeling the effects of those stings, and it's very annoying. Although that's stinging. So it's very frustrating. Frustrating indeed. What else bad happened to me? What other bad things happened to me? Let's see. I'm trying to think because there was a whole heap of bad going on. Let's see. Uh, no, I think that was I think that was all the bad. The TV, um, not getting the job. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, and then oh yeah, and it all led to one, and all of this combined led to a burnout. My whole entire workaholism switch turned off, so I didn't do anything Trucker No Bouken related other than the audiobook. The first chapter, and even then, I stopped. I didn't do chapter 2 yet because I had gotten the call that the parts came in, and that they were going to have it built. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I'll take the chance and wait. You know, not having been able to post up on YouTube was very annoying. And I thank everybody, all of you on YouTube, for all your patience and everything. I hope you're enjoying chapter 1. I will be working on chapter 2. It might not get posted this week though. The week of January 26th, because I'm still trying to deal out with all of this, and I gotta start prepping everything up for next week. So that brings us to, I think I covered all the bad stuff, right? Yeah. So yeah, I had a very, very bad month, guys. I've had a very, very bad month, and I'm pissed off. You know, I lost a lot of time studying Japanese, and I lost a lot of time dealing with Trucker No Bouken. So yeah, very frustrating indeed. So yeah, I'm gonna so I'm only doing this live stream today. I'm not gonna do any more live streaming for the rest of this week. I'll be back in full swing next week because I gotta get everything together. You know, I gotta get my new sound elements, my Kimio sound elements. That's what pissed me off too, because that week I was doing the Kimio voices for the sound elements for Twitch. So man, dang, yo, and then I was gonna do the subathon too. I had this I pulled up the subathon clock and everything. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that, you know, the motherboard decided to just crash. You know, or else it would have just been me with my new TVs and everything. You know, and now I have one last problem. That's the headphones, because if I can't, I need to hear clearly if I want these how you say how you say reactions to be good, and I know exactly what's going on with your actions. And when I play games like Control, yeah, I can be able to do that. And oh my gosh, I just want to let it be clear, my new TV is fantastic. When I put Control on to test out Steam, whoo man, what a improvement in clarity compared to my old TV, the Vizio. I mean, the Vizio was full HD, you know, 1080, but whatever this tech they're using in this new Samsung that I got here, oh my gosh. When I saw everything, I was zooming in on everything. That's how clear that was on Control. And I was playing Switch along the way too. I was like playing Switch almost every night on the new TV, because it was just such a gorgeous look on there. You know, seeing Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild on there. Virtual Racing looked crazy tight. The all the arcade games in all their pixelated glory. So yeah, damn. So yeah, next week I'll be live streaming full time. I just have to decide. Um, and the only reason why primarily is because of this job opportunity, the second job opportunity that I got. If this comes through, then I gotta adjust my schedules accordingly. That's why I don't want to just get started right off the bat. I'm hoping that I'll learn this week, if possible. And one of the reasons why I'm saying this is because I'm contemplating if I can't. Well, there's a couple of things. For starters, the subathon. I had made very clear that the subathon was going to be a one last gasp thing. I'm looking at 24 hours, maybe 24 hours. I don't know, but it's gonna be a long subathon. And if I don't get the results I'm looking for from that subathon, then I was going to make categorical changes to live streaming I didn't want to get into the details because I was going to wait until I got into that week, but unfortunately, all of this happened. So now I need to make this fundamentally clear that if the subathon doesn't turn out, doesn't yield some good results that I'm looking for, there will be a fundamental change in the scheduling with the live streaming. It'll probably be at a much more lower rate, um, and I could focus, and I'll shift my focus to YouTube, and to YouTube, and give myself some more time to work on Trucker no Bouken. That's and if positive results come out, then I'll look to expand on the live streaming. But that's the gist of it. I'm hinging it on the subathon because there's a reason why it's called the subathon. And if I don't get some good results, good enough results, then how I live stream is going to change for 2026, and I will have something to concentrate and focus on, basically. So that's the whole point of the subathon. That's why I said 2026 is going to look a whole lot different. I didn't expect it to look this different right off the bat with a busted machine, busted motherboard. So that's what's going to be happening with the subathon. I don't want to go into any further details regarding things, what's going to happen afterwards. We got to first get to that bridge, and that's going to happen next week when I come back full time. Um, I'm not sure what day I'm going to do it, but it's gonna be next week. I probably will do it on Friday, probably. Um, the 6th, maybe. I was gonna do that on a Friday, wasn't I? Maybe I could do that on. I'll see whether it's Thursday or Friday. Uh, Thursday or Friday. I'll have to think about that. Mm, yeah, I don't want to go into Saturday, do I? Nah. Maybe Thursday and Friday I'll do the subathon. We'll see. Next Thursday and through Friday, to do the subathon. Uh, I'm not gonna do study night next week. I want to make this next week a transitional period to get myself get the end make that a transitional period because of the subathon. So I will do yeah, basically we'll wait until after the subathon. So I'm not gonna jump back into study night for Twitch and Kick. So as for you guys on YouTube, the good news is I still have the videos done. They're sitting there waiting to get done, but I still have to rework Skibbity Toilet. One of the what was it, Skibbity Wars? I forgot where I was at. What was I covering? I can solve that in 2 seconds here. 2 seconds. And oh yes, Skibbity Wars, because of the whole new approach that I wanted to go with, because we had spoke about because you guys in the comments had spoke about this, and that was because that I don't like doing posting up videos longer than an hour, because I want to cover videos that are I don't want to cover videos y'all suggested that I don't have to watch the whole video, like the whole 1 hour 90 minutes, 2 hours. I could break it down. So we made the first start. Thanks to everybody for the feedback on that, especially with the likes. Thanks for the feedback on that. So I'm gonna proceed with that. So I just got to finish the second half of that Skibbity Wars half, and then finish catching up to Skibbity Wars, and then start we'll start posting again. I think next week will be fine. Start getting back to posting everything, because next week I'll start doing reaction videos again. Yeah, should be able to get back to doing reaction videos next week, no problem. And then see what happens with that subathon with the over on the Twitch and Kick side. It's not gonna happen on YouTube. No subathon on YouTube. It's just gonna be Twitch and Kick, on Twitch and Kick. so we're gonna see what's going on with all that. Once I square everything out. So yeah. So yeah, the postings will resume next week. YouTubers. So just hang in there. I'm gonna try and see. Now that I got everything all done, I just gotta move the progress of the audiobook over onto my out of my laptop and into the tower, and then start proceeding with chapter 2. Um I'm not sure when that's gonna happen. Irashamase Magnifica over on Twitch. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing great out there. Um, hope you're doing well. How you say? Mm, oh, ideas buffering. Irashamase ideas buffering over on Kick. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, how you say? Yeah, I this week I just want to get everything back in place, back in order, get the headphones, um get the headphones, and then I could and then next week doing well? No, not doing well. You'll have to watch the VOD to see what how I'm not doing very well. um so mm, uh I'm hoping you're doing well. Nah, it's all right. I explained everything that has happened this past month, so it's been weird and nightmarish. I don't know how I can describe it, but so let's see. So yeah, I'll get back to postings and doing reaction videos next week. So this week, I'm gonna try to get chapter 2 of the audiobook done and post it up. I hope. If not, it's all right. It'll be next week. I'll make sure I start getting that. Mm, persevere, of course, through pain, especially pain. Persevere through pain. um. So yeah, that's the state of the channels, guys. That's the state of the channels. Um. I was hoping that I could have settled all of that. I was hoping I could have settled all of that this month in January, but now I have to settle it in February, thus stalling out everything. So it's a little frustrating, of course. Now I have to assess the post damage and start figuring out a plan. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. So I want to say big thanks to who was it that Violet of Attack over on Twitch. During this time, I want to say thanks to Violet of Attack for the follow while I was down. There was also another person who subscribed over on YouTube. Big thanks. Big thanks to everybody who spotted up likes and watched and well, listen to chapter 1 of the audiobook. Big thanks to all of you, and for your support, your patience, and everything. Everybody on Kick and Twitch, thank you all for waiting very patiently, and for your understanding and everything. Really, really do appreciate it. You guys are the best out there. You guys are the best. And once more, big thanks to Clockwork Ghosty and the Shy Guys Entertainment crew. They're right there in the chat. The whole team. I don't know if it's the whole team. I know it's the team leader. I know it's the team leader. Big thanks for helping me troubleshoot that computer of mine, because my God, if you guys were not there, I would have been. I don't know where I would have gone with this. I probably wouldn't even know how to present this to Geek Squad when I went back to them with the whole tower and everything. So my God, you guys are a miracle. You guys are a miracle. So yeah, there we go. So I only have one last thing to settle, and that's my headphones issue, and we'll be good to go. And I'll get everything back to normal, back in place, and I will continue control Twitch and Kick viewers. And once again, scheduling, there's no study nights next week. It's just going to be a transitional recovery / get the engine back running again, along with the subathon, and get a good look at everything. before I go full cylinders. So that's the schedule for next week. So I'll be playing Control next week until the subathon. Subathon is still Code Vein. The subathon on Twitch and Kick is still going to be Code Vein. And I might do some anime reactions pending on the progress of the subathon, but it's going to be Code Vein on Steam. And I'm going to react to retro, and I would like to react to some retro anime from Retro Crush. So that's gonna be the whole drill. Sorry, YouTubers, I can't do the subathon because of that. The reactions. I don't want to get slapped with penalties, those copyright penalties. Either a copyright block or worse, a strike. So I can't subathon because of that. Trying to draw in the people, and I'm hoping next week, because this is the other thing that I got to get done too, is the Kimio sound elements. I did the audio file. I did the audio files. For those of you who might know, especially on YouTube, I have the mascot character Kimio. You can check out the videos. I posted up the videos on Kimio here on the YouTube channel. But basically, she's serving as a mascot for the channel. And I found I got some artwork of her, and basically I have been slowly transitioning the channel to have her represent and act as my support piece for the channel when I go live. And I was able to find a decent what would you call that, voice changer. So I had voiced her with the voice changer because I can't really pull off a girl's voice very well. It's not very good. Even when I increase the size of my whole voice, all I could do is sound like I am a Scottish woman and coming in at the with the bagpipes and such. I needed Kimio's voice to really be as good, a little bit good. So the voice changer. And so I created a whole bunch of statements and such that's going to be put into the sound elements, sound alerts, sound elements. Well, you see it in my about section. That's what I'm going to be using. So y'all can be able to press and have her say things, and have well, you'll see when I get it all together. I just got to put it all together, but it was computer, why? Anyway, so yeah, I'm hoping I can. So I want to have that all ready next week with Kimio, and try to lean lean into the Kimio brand, So oh, and one more thing, somebody out there purchased the Impossible Man Strange Fantasy novel. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the novel. Well, somebody purchased it while I was away, while I was stuck with this whole entire travesty. So there we go. Got all the thanks out. Yep. Yeah. Okay, guys. Woo. So I got a lot of new people here. I got a lot of old people here. A lot of classic fans in here. So here's the thing. Here's how this channel works now. Okay, for the past couple of years, I was live streaming as just chatting because I thought that was the big thing. Saying everybody's using the just chatting category, but I found that it's not very effective for the way that I run my live stream. So here's the thing: my live stream, I'm not chatting. If you go to a just chatting stream, people just yapping. Whew, man, the energy they got, man. I watched some of them. They got a lot of energy, a lot of talking. They had a lot on their mind. Me, unfortunately, even though I'm talking a lot right now, that's only because I got a lot to talk about, which is behind the scenes stuff. But the thing is that most of those just chatters, they talk politics and social activist stuff, and that is not what this channel is about. This channel is about my works, reaction videos, doing research, studying Japanese, stuff that I don't need to do a live stream for. Let's put it that way. Playing video games. This is stuff I can do in real life. You get what I'm saying? And because of the way that I operate, there's a lot of dead air sometimes. Sometimes I'm just absolutely quiet, or I'm trying to set things up. So there's a lot of dead air. Just chatting, there's no dead air because it's constant yapping. So it's I basically had a miscategorize because I thought that just chatting was just, you know, everyday thing, but just chatting literally means just chatting. I was like, oh, okay. So the IRL tag is more fitting because everything that I'm doing live is stuff I can do off stream. I don't need the live stream to do it, but I do it for you guys. I do it for you guys. I do it for myself to give myself some incentive, some time to actually do some work on my stuff and everything. I tried the other categories, but I think IRL is a lot better because I'm still doing a lot of other stuff. Like, for example, I'm going to be doing talking about Magic the Gathering, or what I'm just doing right now, where I'm surrounded by empty boxes because I had to show you all the empty boxes. Studying. There's also, of course, studying and watching Nico Nico videos and such, NHK. So yeah, a lot of the stuff I'm doing is actually IRL. So from now on, I'm going to be an IRL stream, which makes a lot of sense and will help cover for the dead air, because you at least know it's real life stuff that's happening here. You know, showing off my injuries, like getting bit all up and down with these from that bug. So that's why it's an IRL stream moving forward, because I'm just way too casual and way too dead air at times, you know, to really warrant the just chatting. It just doesn't fit. You know, saying reaction videos are included, and, you know, gaming and everything, you know, again, stuff I could do in real life, So you know, if it's something that you guys like, you know, just keep on coming back, you know, keep on coming back. And if not, hey, thank you for the opportunity to entertain y'all. So yeah, that's why this is an IRL stream, for those of you who are wondering. That's gonna be the way it is from now on. So that way I don't have to worry about dead air. The only other thing I gotta deal with, that's frustrating, is the freaking ads. Let me know if you yeah, the ads is such an annoyance. I was able to change tags, so I included. So I put the I actually put in a warning tag, that there's vulgarity and such. So I'm trying not to explain the whole thing, but I found out why certain streamers don't get ads, but I can't actually use those tags because that's not the stream I'm running. So yeah, and I want to get back to cursing again. Unfortunately, I'm on YouTube, so I can't curse. Damn you, YouTube. So yeah, that's the other thing about in real life, because I do curse in real life, but because I was under just chatting and doing YouTube stuff, you know, I was kind of like restraining myself from cursing, like right now, because I'm on YouTube. Having a sailor mouth. Oh man. Yeah, you can call me Sailor Mouth. I'll be like, ooh, I'll be like, what do you call? Mouth prison power, and suddenly transforms like Sailor Mouth. Sailor Mouth. And then do a JoJo pose. And then it's just nothing but all the attacks are nothing but foul language. Oh gosh. So let's shift on over to Magic the Gathering. All right, Lorwyn came out. So while I was waiting for the whole thing and working on the how you say audiobook, I headed off to do Magic the Gathering Commander potting, and Lorwyn came out. I happened to got the three. Well, yeah, I got the three covers here. I got the 3 covers here. So well, the 3, what you call them, packets, with because they brought back the different artwork, which was so cool, so classic Magic. The set's is actually pretty awesome. The set is very focused on -1/-1 counters. It's very -1/-1 counter manners, so it's a whole new mechanism. I'm like watching everybody, watching some of the players in the pods, like trying to comprehend the fact that it's -1/-1 counters because it was so good. Another thing that was that I found really cool was the changelings. The changelings. I had bought a few changelings prior to Allurewin. In case those of you who might not know, in Magic the Gathering, I was away from Magic the Gathering for over 20 years. The last set I bought was in Kamigawa, and I was cherry picking a few cards, and then I just quit cold turkey. Came back, learned about that Elder Dragon Highlander, got big, became commander. Came back in. My first set was fun. Well, not it's not really ironic, but funny enough was the Kamigawa, which was a year and a half old by that point. That and New Capenna came out, and I started playing catch up on the whole thing. So yeah, I ended up addicted to Commander, especially because I'm surrounded by very good, solid, excellent, and friendly pod players who don't take the game too seriously and not have sticks up their rear ends. They're a fantastic group. Really love hanging out with them. So I ended up building 24 decks since then. 24 decks since then. And I signed on in with Architect. Let me just bring on here. Here's my Architect. I know I don't have all 24 of my decks up because I was like, do I really need 24 decks posted up at this point? Like, I was trying to figure out what it would serve and everything. But yeah, this is like, was it 10 of my 24 decks here. Grumgully, which is now Ruby, Felix, Five Boots, Okagachi, Reese, Inia, and so on, Loot. But I have many more, and one of those was my sliver deck. It was a sliver deck. Ain't that something? Slivers. Oh, I love the slivers. The slivers were the first. I came in on Tempest. My very first set was Tempest. I came in on Tempest, right? And so, how you say? That means I got introduced to slivers, which was pretty freaking awesome. And I was in the transitional period. I came into between the transitional period of 5th edition and 6th edition. Like 6th edition was right around the corner. I came in on 5th edition, and so it was a good timing. So I really love the slivers, and because I was still new to Magic, a couple of Magic players helped me out in building my first deck, which was a sliver stompy deck with Wild Mongrel and Basking Rootwalla. So it was pretty cool, and I enjoyed the slivers. So since then, this is especially when I came back. This is all the slivers that I've gotten, multiple copies, of course, and this is how many slivers I put into my commander deck. So the first sliver commander I used, here we go, let me get this out, was the first sliver. The first sliver is my first sliver commander. Unfortunate, and it was cool, it was an all-out sliver deck. It was all about the slivers and everything, but it felt a little boring, so I decided to switch it up. And I don't have her here, do I? Damn it. You see, this is the part that I'm talking about, the dead air. Let me go and get her. Oh no, wait. Actually, I don't have to do any of that. Actually, I could go to Scryfall. I was about to put some dead air on. Never mind that. Here's Scryfall. Let me get Scryfall up, and we'll show you. Caramel, biologist. I came across that card. It was on the cheap. Scooped it up. Let's see here, and let's see here. Just fix this up a bit here, and bam. Yep. And there we go. So here's Root Caramel. This was my second commander for my sliver deck. Root Caramel, biologist. Legendary creature, human wizard. As Root Caramel enters, choose a creature type. And for the fun of it, I made it a joke deck. I threw in Eldrazi and Beebles. Three legal Beeble cards: Bouncing Beebles, Bubbling Beezles, and Bamboozling Beebles as part of the joke, and threw in a whole bunch of Eldrazi to pair up with the slivers because they're the two most nastiest creature types in all of Magic, the coolest ones. So slivers you control and non-token creatures you control are the chosen type in addition to their other creature types. So I would say Beebles, my Eldrazi's will be Beezles, my slivers will be Beebles. I now would have and then I had the 3 Beebles, so it was a whole out Beeble deck. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't in the battlefield. And for 3 mana tap, I would create a sliver creature token who will come out as a sliver Beeble. So it was a joke deck, you know, and I got to play it a couple of times and got a couple of laughs with everybody. We were all laughing because, you know, it was the Beebles. You know, it was the Beebles. And I had enough fun with it. Happy New Year's, handsome Chad. Irashaimase. At this time, I'm cleaning up, and I got snowed in. Yes, I got snowed in. Handsome Chad over on the Kick site. I've just started to cover Magic the Gathering, but yeah, you can watch the VOD because I don't want to stop and repeat the whole thing. But I basically explained all the nasty things that has happened this month with me. It was a logistical nightmare, and a physical nightmare on top of that. So you could catch the VOD and see the whole first hour explaining everything. But yeah, I had to get a to put it succinctly, I had to get a whole new computer. So that's how bad it was. So yes, 2026 started off horrible, very horrible, very horrible. I'll be back. I'm only doing this tonight to today. Well, this afternoon to just stress test everything. Make sure this thing is fine, and then and I'll be back full time next week, starting the start of February, so I can clean up and get all my finalize everything, and getting a new freaking set of headphones on top of that. So, but if you want the whole entire spiel, you'll have, just catch the VOD when I'm done here, whole hour's worth, and you'll see precisely how bad it was. It's very bad. Where was I at? Where was I at? Oh yeah. So yeah, yeah, it was a full-on Beeble deck. A Beeble commander deck. It was a fun thing. We all laughed and chuckled and everything. So now here comes Lorwyn Eclipse. I've never been in Lorwyn. Basically I left after Lorwyn had Lorwyn came out after I had left Magic that time, so I had no idea what Lorwyn was about. Which was pretty exciting for me. It's like, ooh, I get to see a whole new plane. So I was very excited about it. And I opened up my first packs. I got my Lorwyn cards here. Here we go. My Lorwyn cards here. And with one of my commander decks, it was originally Omo, but I switched it over to Zimone and turned it into a +1/+1 counter deck. But I was trying to make a deck for changelings, so I bought myself a couple of changelings. So when I bought these packs, Lorwyn packs, I started getting a whole bunch of changelings, and before I knew it, I had like 10 changelings in addition to the ones I already had, especially the 2 from Bloomborough. And I was like, oh, I got changelings. So I went through how you say Scryfall to see if there was a commander that I can do a changelings, and I found and I got my hands when I was out there for Commander Pod, Morophon. Morophon the Boundless. Morophon the Boundless is a shapeshifter. Let me pull him up for y'all so you can see what he is. Morophon. There we go. Morophon, or more fun, I like to say. He's just full of fun. So so now my new commander for my sliver deck is Morophon the Boundless, shapeshifter. He has the changeling ability, which is this card is every creature type. And just to confirm, and just to let y'all know, changeling effect, it works everywhere in the deck, in the graveyard, in the command zone, in the hand. Every single zone, the changeling effect is on. It's not just exclusively on the battlefield, which means that you could fetch. If it says search for an elf, you can pull out Morophon if you wanted to. As Morophon enters, choose a creature type. So I would say slivers in this case here. Spells of the chosen type, slivers. You cast cost 1 white mana, 1 blue mana, 1 black mana, 1 red mana, or 1 green and or 1 green mana less to cast. This effect reduces only the amount of colored mana you pay. Other creature types you control, the chosen type get +1/+1, so slivers get +1/+1. So what does this mean? Very simple. Very simple. Where did I put the first one? Did I put the first one? Did I put the first one back? Here we go. So, oh, sorry, the first sliver. So, actually, I'll just type this up. What am I doing here? First sliver. I mean, I got Scryfall up. I may as well just pull it up. Here's the first sliver. So, as you can see, the first sliver is 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, and 1 green to cast. With Morphon out, he's free. 100% free. Just drop him and that's it. He comes with Cascades, which means that when you cast a spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You may cast it without paying its mana cost and put the exile cards on the bottom in your bottom of your library in a random order. And sliver spells you cast have Cascade, which means that the changelings will also have Cascade because they're slivers because they have a sliver type. So it's a pretty So I was like, ooh, that sounds cool. That sounds like a cool thing to do. So yeah, when I got to Retro Lotus, I scooped up Morphon. They had it. Easy $7 card, not bad. Not too bad. And then I replaced the Eldrazi Beebles with Changelings. And with what I had already, I had to get like 1 more card just to fill out because I had to get the Hivestone out. Hivestone is pretty useless. Was a useless card at that point, which makes all creature slivers, but they're already slivers, the changelings. So what ended up happening was that with what I just got at that time, it was one heck of a fight, man. Like the deck ran like nothing. Like it was just like easy. And before I knew it, I was just 4 health points away of winning the pod. But unfortunately, my opponent was able to lock down all of my changelings and slivers and was unable to attack, like total lockdown, and was able to pick me, was able to like, pick apart what I had left of my life. It was pretty epic, honestly. It was a very epic battle. It was a very epic battle, and I felt satisfied about it because originally I was thinking of doing a Lord deck with Morphon and the Changelings. So to give you an idea of what a Lord is, pull up Goblin King. This kind of came from the title Lord, for those of you who might not know the game. Let's see here. Is this it? Here we go. Let me find the Goblin King. Here we go. So by 7th edition, really, that went all the way up to 7th edition? Wow. Let me pull them up on Scryfall. So this is Goblin King. As you can see in the old text, in the old text back going all the way back to like 7th edition, they had a creature type called Lord, Lord, and it was a designation that that they had. I think King of Atlantis and one of the elves had those titles as well. And Lord is association with this effect called well, at the time it was called goblins you control get +1/+1 and have mountain walk. And the others had the same thing, like merfolk had +1/+1, elves got had +1/+1, but they eroded it to other, so it doesn't affect this guy. But they had a whole type change, so they got rid of Lord as a type. And then Lord became a shorthand descriptor of creatures that do this particular specific effect. Goblins get +1/+1 and have mountain walk. Elves get +1/+1. Merfolk gets +1/+1, and again got errata. And it, not just only them too. Rock's Pike Master. Pike Master is also a Lord, where it would say, other soldiers you control have first strike, and he has first strike of his own. So it's not just only restricted to just +1/+1. So I thought about building the deck like that. building the deck like that with the lords and everything. But then I was like, I don't want to build another rainbow deck, and I don't want to build a 25th deck either. So I gave it a try with the slivers, because slivers are lords unto themselves, since they grant other slivers, and it proved to be very fun and enjoyable. So today's goal with this deck, um that I'm going to update. It's not just going to be, it's going to be a changeling deck. So now it's going to switch over from being a sliver deck to a changeling deck. That's going to be the game plan. And the whole idea of this particular deck is I'm going to um, uh, um, design it in a way that I can switch out, let's say, slivers for knights, switch out knights for goblins, and so on, and let the changelings and the and these specific cards that I got, which I'm going to post up. I'm not gonna flash the cards out. We're gonna go through the Arcana deck, and you'll see what's going in there. But the idea is that this is going to be an interchangeable deck. So Morfana is going to carry on as the commander, because it's a changeling, and what it'll mean is that I will switch out the creature types, let's say slivers, and I'll switch it for knights, or switch knights for goblins, and so on, and without having to change the bulk of the deck. Maybe an adjustment or two, like if I want to do squirrels, I might want squirrel nest in there. I'll have to fit that in there. But the point is to be able to switch creature types, and let the changelings team up with them. So that's gonna be the fun thing. But before I can actually start doing the tweakage, and I'll probably do that off stream, because I have to go through my entire catalog to get all the decks, to get the cards that I need to swap out certain cards. But nevertheless, we're gonna go through Architect so you can see what's in my deck. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. I wasn't gonna like waste your time going through all the cards, but let me give you some quick highlights here of what I got from these packs, what I pulled from these packs, which is pretty freaking cool. So aside from the changelings, just a highlight, I got what everybody over at Retro Lotus and probably all over the internet refer to as Mommy. I got the High Perfect Morcant out of the pack. I got her out of the pack. So Elf Noble, whenever High Perfect Morcant or another elf you control enters, each opponent blights 1. Type 3, that's a new effect, Blight, where you get to put a -1/-1 counter on a creature they control, player controls. Tap 3 untap elves you control and proliferate. Activate only as a sorcery. So this is like one of the things I was talking about in terms of lords. Whenever Mercant or another elf you control enters, which means that with my changelings, they're elves because they're all creature types, so they will trigger Mercant's ability. So if I wanted elves, she would be in that deck as well, because it's a rainbow deck. I got one of the incarnations. This is Wistfulness. Pretty cool thing that they got going there. Oh, you know what? I think I should do it like this, shouldn't I? Here's High Perfect Morcant. High Perfect. That's High Perfect Morcant. That's why they call her Mommy. She got big boobs. She's got boobs. I'm trying to sound like the guy from Honest Trailers. Boobs. And then here is Wistfulness. Here's Wistfulness. These guys are pretty awesome. When this creature enters, if 2 green was spent to cast it, exile target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. When this creature enters, if 2 blue was spent to cast it, draw 2 cards and discard a card. It has evoke for 2. You may cast a spell for its evoke cost. If you do, it's sacrifice when it enters. So it kind of acts like a sorcery card, I think, if I understand it correctly. And another thing that's cool too, if you notice its cost, it's 3 mana and 2 hybrids, green or blue. So if you wanted to, if you had all 4 color, if you had 2 greens and 2 blues, you could tap both of these, because it'll cover the 2 for the 3 and your hybrid colors. So 2 blue and then 2 green for the colorless mana, and you get both effects. That's what that's why people are so hyped up about it. You get to do all that. Let's see here. Who else did I get? Um, let's see. Mm, no, not that one. Where is that one? Really? Oh, here's another good lord here. Morkant's loyalist. Morkant's loyalist. Let's pull that up. Morkant. There we go. Oh, I misspelled that, didn't I? Morkant. Here we go. Spelling is not in my favor today, I see. Morkant. There, Morkant. So here's Morkant's loyalist. I got the alternate art one. There we go. That's a little better. I got the alternate art one. Again, another elf lord here. Other elves you control get +1/+1. So again, that's great to put in Morphon if I want to do all elves. When this creature dies, return another target elf card from your graveyard to your hand. Excellent. I could bring a changeling back because it's an elf. So another cool one. Where is this one that I got that I actually like? Oh yes, here it is. Ashling's Command. Ashling's Command. Here's Ashling's Command. Command. There we go. Here is Ashling's Command. Kindred Instant Elemental, choose 2. Create a token that's a copy of target elemental you control. Target player draws 2 cards. Ashley's Command deals 2 damage to each creature target player controls. Target player creates 2 treasure tokens. It's 3 mana, 1 blue and black, red. Great for my Alania deck, because my Alania deck is about copying spells, so I copy that and get multitudes of those choose 2 copies. I do have a couple of elemental creatures in the deck. So if I have those, I can copy those as well if they're out in the field. Especially, I think I have the Magecrafter one, I think. Yes, I have the Magecrafter elemental, so if I have that one out, I can make multiple copies of that. It's pretty fantastic. Very fantastic card. And when the last highlight, oh no, I got this one too. I like this one. The Aggressor. I was thinking about Giants, but now I might be able to do Giants. Let's see here. I misspelled Aggressor, didn't I? Yes, I did. It's 2 S's. There we go. Boldweir Aggressor. Here's Boldweir Aggressor. Giant Warrior, 2/5, double strike, and other giants you control have double strike. Again, another Lord, card. So double striking changelings will be crazy to do. Pretty fast. Let's see here. And here it is. I was already holding it. Celestial Reunion. This is a card that I want to definitely put into this deck. Let's see. Celestia. Here we go. Celestial Reunion. Here's the card here. X mana and a green sorcery. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may choose a creature type and behold 2 creatures of that type. Beholding is basically revealing 2 cards from your hand to your opponent. Well, behold 2 means that if I say changeling, no, shapeshifter, not changeling. Shapeshifter is their type. I show 2 shapeshifter cards and I get the behold. It's kind of like Kicker, but you show off the cards rather than paying mana. So what happens is this. I search my library for a creature card with mana value X or less, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle. If this spell's additional cost was paid, which was the Behold, the revealed card is the revealed card is the chosen type, so I gotta make sure that it's a shapeshifter, or a sliver, whatever it is that I'm gonna bring out, and I get to put that card into the battlefield instead of into the hand for free. So if I really wanted to, if I have 2 slivers, I just have to say the first. All I got to do is say sliver, bring out the first one, throw it on there, and with Morphon out in the field, I'll be cascading a lot. It's a very, very heavy escalation. So, yeah, that's some of the cards from Lorwyn that I got. Yeah, it's there's too many cards for me to go through. We'll be here all night, all afternoon. Actually, it's the afternoon. We'll spot that up right here. No problem. So, but yeah, I got some Lord cards. Really, really cool. Really, really awesome. Uh, so, uh, yeah. Lorwyn is a really cool deck. And before we continue on, because my good friends over at here we go. Here we go. My good friends over at Retro Lotus told me about the roadmap that's happening in Magic the Gathering, and not many people like it, and neither do I. Neither do I. So let me find the roadmap here. Let's see if I can find the Magic roadmap. Magic the Gathering roadmap. 2026 roadmap. 26 roadmap. We'll find that in Two Shakes of a Lamb's Tail. There we go. Okay, let's see. Is this the release calendar? There we go. Here we go. Here's the calendar. So this is what they got going here. Lorwyn came out. All right, nothing's happening in February, so thank goodness we're going to we're going back to we're gonna have 2 months of Lorwyn. Thank God. We'll get a chance to really enjoy the set because it was really pissing me off. I really love Bloomborough. Y'all in for Strixhaven? Yeah, they're going back to Strixhaven. So how you say? Everybody yeah, I love Bloomborough, but then they were like, yeah, here's what was it? Duskmorn. I'm like, can I have a chance to enjoy Bloomborough? This is a beautiful set here. It was madness, how they were releasing everything. So I'm glad that I'm gonna get to enjoy Lorwyn for the month of February before this unannounced Universes Beyond set happens, which is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's the next set. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the next set. You don't believe me? Here. Here they are. This is the next set. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's Turtle Van. Here's the Turtle Van. Let's see here. Here's Chrome Dome himself. There's the Shredder. Here's Raph and Leo. So yeah, and no ninjutsu. The ninjutsu effect is not in Ninja Turtles. They call it sneak for some reason. Here's the Technodrome. That's pretty crazy. They even got the Technodrome. So, and it's a 3/3. I don't know how it is that the Technodrome was 3/3, being as big as it is. It always drives me nuts when they don't give the power and toughness. Oh yes, and yes, they even brought in Toka and Raza from the movie, from the second movie, Toka and Raza. So yeah, they got this whole thing going on here. And here's Turtle Power. Turtles you control get +2/+2. So that's the next set. That's the next set, guys. After Lorwyn. So yeah, if you notice, there's only three in-universe sets this year: Lorwyn, Strixhaven, and Reality Fractured. The others is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Marvel Superheroes again, The Hobbit, and Star Trek. So we were having a long talk about Reality Fracture. Everybody was trying to figure out what does that mean, because oh, Chad. Handsome Chad. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So you summarized it nicely. So yeah, we were talking about this. I hope so too, handsome Chad. I really hope so. Thank you. How you say? Because Wizards of the Coast is keeping that shut. Like they're really holding it close to the chest. They're not they're not sneak peeking it. They're not revealing anything. They're really keeping it quiet. But they said it was going to change everything. Basically, that is Magic the Gathering. So we were having the discussion over at Retro Lotus. We're like, okay, maybe it's a rules change, and we're trying to think of the rules change and everything. Then the writer in me, when he mentioned Star Trek, the owner of the store mentioned Star Trek set, and we started talking about the Star Trek set, that's when I put two and two together, because the writer in me can really sniff foul play, you know, when it comes to writing from a mile away. And Reality Fractured, I have a feeling, and I'm probably going to be proven right, if it's not going to be rules mechanics that's going to shake up the whole Magic product, it's going to be the lore. Now, for the uninitiated, those of you who don't know how Magic lore works, basically there are multiple planes, a multiverse. Not unlike the Marvel universe, where they had multiple multiverses. DC, which struggled with its multiverse. What J.J. Abrams did with Star Trek when he made a multiverse, and they started leaning into that. You know, think of Spock with the beard in an alternate timeline. They try to say it's an alternate timeline, but it was a multiverse. But everybody hates multiverses at this point right now. You know, but Magic the Gathering is fine. Skibidi Toilet Multiverse. Yes, Skibidi Toilet Multiverse as well. So here's the thing. Since its inception, Magic the Gathering had primarily been high fantasy. Had been its lore and storytelling has always been high fantasy. You know, feudal Japan, medieval England, ancient Greece. You know, these were the influences of Theros, Kamigawa, and Dominaria, the main universe, which is the prime universe of Magic the Gathering. It was always high fantasy. Okay, goblins, elves, dragons, your classical stuff. That's what was appealing about Magic the Gathering. It was also why I didn't get into Magic the Gathering in the 90s, because I was into science fiction at the time, and I wasn't really into high fantasy. You know, I was playing Star Wars, the collectible card game at that time, and I tried to get into the BattleTech trading card game. I still gotta find those dang cards, man. Those dang trading cards, they should not trade. That dang TCG should be out here, not buried somewhere. Anyway, I digress. I digress. The point I'm trying to make here is that for the what is it, 35 years now? It's gonna be 30. It's already past 30 years, 40 years, 30 years. It's already gonna be 35 years of Magic the Gathering, and it's always been high fantasy. The reason why Lorwyn and Bloomborough was heralded as great sets during these past 5 years had been because they were high fantasy. People were not thrilled with Duskmourn because it was set in the 80s. It was inspired by 80s horror movies. Outlaws of Thunder Junction was met low because it was cowboys and Indians. You know, it was set in the Wild West. Magic in the Wild West. So that, you know, they've been releasing sets that pretty much amounted to Planet of Hats. A Planet of Hats where it was just a specific theme that just didn't make any sense and was not high fantasy. So now we got Universes Beyond, which are now being treated as standard sets, starting with Spider-Man and going to the plane of New York City. Oh, we don't get to go to the high fantasy plane of Dominaria, or the high fantasy plane of Bloomborough anymore, where magic and sorcery and mystery happens, or even feudal Japan of Kamigawa. No, now we go to New York City, where you get to tap mana and summon a taxi cab. Get to go to New York City and summon the Turtle Fan. Okay? I need you to really think about this very carefully here, people. This whole they leaned too hard. Universes Beyond, when I came in, Universes Beyond was not out of control like this. From what I understood, Universes Beyond was supposed to be a treat. You know what I'm saying? But I'm using this is worse than what happened to Pokemon games. Yeah, yeah, handsome Chad. You're right. This is way worse because it's become Funko Pop. It's become Funko Pop the Gathering. I've said that 1,000 times. That this was going to turn into Funko Pop the Gathering, and it now has. It's very tragic. So let me see if I could. Let me pull up Spider-Man here. Okay, Spider-Man. Here we go. Here's Spider-Man. Okay. Here's Spider-Man. Okay. I'm serious here. You can actually summon a bagel and schmear. You can summon a bagel and schmear. Does this look like high fantasy to you with this coffee and this a delicatessen behind here? Where's the summon a city pigeon with a hot dog? Look at that, city pigeon with a hot dog. Ain't that cool? Ain't that amazing? And what do we do for lands? Oh, you could tap the Daily Bugle building for mana. Oh, just channel that. Channel the mana out of the Daily Bugle building with all those reporters. With all those reporters. Uh, so, yeah. And this is standard. This is in the standard format. That means it's being played in tournaments. Legal tournaments. You know? Look at you can tap the Brooklyn Bridge for blue mana. Tap that Brooklyn Bridge. You see the problem here? You see the problem here? This is a big problem. This is a major problem. Look at you can tap this upstate New York house. This house from yes, and that's the other thing too. Handsome chat. I'm glad you brought that up too. Some of the recent art has been AI generated. They've been catching a lot of flack for that. They have been doing AI generated art and throwing it on there. Which I'm not in agreement for AI to be used like that. I like it for more proof of concept, to be used as a proof of concept, not when you put it out in the final product. To sell and sale. And yeah, these are the special lands too for Ninja Turtles, all in the form of pizzas. It's just it's off the charts here, man. It's off the charts. Mm. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of great AI content out there, but they're buried under so much AI slop, so much AI slop. There's like a ton of AI slop out there that is just it's just horrible. And it's completely burying some good AI content, like really solid AI content, like really good AI content. There's a lot of good AI content out there. Uh, and those that were born from AI content. So, I digress. I don't want to get caught in a diatribe. So, we now have New York City, and this is not even including Doctor Who, which includes England. Places in England. And this is where the writer in me just hit the head and realized, oh, this is what's going to happen here with reality fracture. The key term, reality fracture, being alternate realities and multiverses and such. There's going to be different planes, because each plane is like a different universe. They have their version of elves, humans, merfolk, and so on with each planes, unless of course it's a specialized plane like Kamigawa, where you'll get like fox folk and spirit folk. So reality fracture is not going to be a mechanics shakeup gameplay wise. It's going to be a lore shakeup, because how can you justify Star Trek without pointing to Edge of Eternities, which was high sci-fi set in space, which is in universe. Edge of Eternities is in the what would they call that? Crap, I forgot what it was called. The Blind Eternities. That's a setting where the Eldrazi came from in Magic the Gathering. That's an in-universe story lore, and so they did Edge of Eternity set in that, so they could justify creating a sci-fi setting. They did and I told them that means that Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, which was the first sci-fi set, hard sci-fi set, was a test run to see how people would respond. Because people responded nicely, they started leaning into it a little bit more, into the sci-fi settings. Hence, New Capenna being a 1950 set in 1930s gangster world. It was the start of many of that. The modernization, which I don't have a problem with it if it's not forced or just being used as a Trojan horse, which is what is happening here. This is becoming a Trojan horse. I believe, I have a feeling, I think, let's devolve that to I think, not I believe. I think Reality Fracture is going to break the lore of Magic the Gathering and justify Star Trek. It's going to make Star Trek true in Magic Universe, and not just Star Trek, but Marvel superheroes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Hobbit, um, My Little Pony, Hatsune Miku, SpongeBob SquarePants, Godzilla, Stranger Things. What else? What else? What else? What was the one? The Office. Yeah. Let's go to advanced search here. They got the whole list here. Set names. So, Marvel superheroes, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Avatar: The Last Airbender, Spider-Man, Final Fantasy. What else? What else? What else did they do? What else did they do? They I'm listing. I'm deliberately listing this all out. I'm deliberately listing this all out, so you know just how far this whole Universes Beyond has gotten, how out of control this has gotten. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, Alchemy, Arsenal box. Let's see. There was Walking Dead. There was The Walking Dead. Fallout. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Avatar, Marvel Spider-Man, Jurassic World, Transformers, Fortnite. They had Fortnite. Fortnite got in there. Let's see here. What else? What else? What else? Did I pass the whole list up? Let's see. Assassin's Creed. They did Assassin's Creed. Yeah, they really screw. Hasbro really is screwing this up. I think well, the whole all of them is screwing this up, man. There was no reason to be leaning into this. Let's see, promos. Let's see, Avatar. Let's see. Cowboy Bebop will be true. Let's see. What else? Let's see. Man, they really leaned hard into Avatar. It's not Magic. I told you, this is Funko Pop the Gathering. This is no longer Magic the Gathering here. It's Funko Pop the Gathering. And I've actually seen some of those cards because they were selling them over at the Lotus, over at Retro Lotus. So come on. Gotta be come on. It's gotta be like a whole Universes Beyond section here. Let's see. Yeah, they actually made the Office cards. I don't know that guy's name, but he's the one with the glasses. That was always always getting tricked by by his coworker. What was it? Dwight something? I don't know. Dwight, I think it was. Damn, I must have passed it up. Yeah, every single popular cartoon, anime, TV show, comic book, manga, music, because Hatsune Miku's music. Yeah, everything got put in there. They're putting everything in there. Ponies the galloping. Let's see what else from the vault. Yeah, Transformers. They like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. Let's see. What else? Doctor Who. Doctor Who's gonna be true. Here it is. Fallout. Fallout is gonna be true. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane what they did. I think that's I think I listed out all of it. I'm sure somebody will go in the comments after this and we'll be like, yeah, this and this and this. Yeah, no problem. Give the list. Write out the whole comprehensive list. Damn. It's insane. Dwight Schrute. Thank you, Shy Guys. Dungeons and Dragons. Well, Dungeons and Dragons is a WotC property, and it's high fantasy. So, and as is Lord of the Rings, that's why they kind of got away with that one. But Dungeons and Dragons is WotC's, belongs to WotC, so it's a money grab at this point to gain popularity and more new MTG players. The problem is that the problem is are they really going to be Magic the Gathering players and will tap into buying Lorwyn packs or Phyrexia packs or Dominaria packs? Are they going to really go into the universe itself? Or are they just or are they just gonna go in for one thing and then run away after that? See, that's the $1 million question. That's $1 million question. So yeah, they started incorporating Spider-Man, Avatar, and so on into the main sets, into the thing. So it's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty, you know. Morofon. Morofon. Did I yeah, I spelled that out correctly. So it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible, and I hate it. I hate it because, like I said, when they were to close deck helper. Okay, there we go. How you say when they were doing the universes beyond, it was just in the form of like secret layers, so it was just only select cards, and it was just it was just like a little treat. You know what I'm saying? You would just, they would have like 5. Oh yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog is in Magic the Gathering, so Sonic the Hedgehog is true. So like a good example of secret layer was Sonic the Hedgehog. Let's pull up Sonic. Let's pull up Sonic. Here we go. So Sonic, so Sonic the Hedgehog was a secret layer drop along with Amy, Tails, Dr. Robotnik, Knuckles, and so on. But it was just only a few cards, and it was just like a treat. You only people who was willing to spend for the secret layer would get those cards. It wasn't like something that would be that was a common set. And you get what I'm saying? It wasn't a common set in that sense. It was just here's a select group of Sonic the Hedgehog characters, and you go ahead and play with it. They did that with Transformers and Jurassic World and a few others. But by making Spider-Man and Avatar and Final Fantasy like the mainline sets, it kind of they kind of messing it up. And now Star Trek is going to be a mainline set. More Marvel superheroes is going to be a mainline set. It's to me it's a disaster. It's an unmitigated disaster here. And it just really ruins the game, because now it's like it literally has become the office cards. Let's see, just one name, Dwight. Here he is. Okay, yeah, Dwight Schrute, Hey King, Dwight Old Lantern, Dwight Weapon Stash, Dwight Assistant to the King. Okay, yeah, that's the guy with the glasses. I never watched the Office. That's why that's why I couldn't remember his name or anything. But yeah, Dwight Assistant to the King, Dwight Schrute, Hey King, Dwight Old Lantern. I don't know anything about this. Dwight Weapon Stash. I don't know what's with the Shuriken. But yeah, there's the Dwight cards. Yes, it's a disaster. It's an unmitigated disaster. So, man, terrible. So, Morofon. Didn't I already put Morofon in here? Oh well. He is he listed as a commander? Set as commander. There we go. There's our commander. Okay. Forest. Okay. Forest. So let's shift on over to my changeling deck. Oh no, why am I running? I'm running four of those. Changeling deck. So what I want to do to upgrade what was formerly my Sliver deck, now it's a Morofon Changeling deck, is that I want to be able to swap out creature types. It's gonna be how you say Changelings. They're gonna be the focus, And then what I want to do is that I want to pair them up with other creature types. So I want to set the deck up in a way that I can switch the creature types without switching up like sorceries and instants and enchantments and such. I could keep those intact along with the changeling and just swap the creature type. So if I'm in the mood for, say, knights, I'll swap out the slivers for knights, and I could play that deck without any issues. Is land. Here we go. Throw in the islands. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So this decade will be the death of lore and good storytelling. Now you'll just have Dwight Schrute tapping into every universe. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, he will travel across the universe with Hatsune Miku and SpongeBob SquarePants as they try and stop the Phyrexians from taking over New York. Oh my gosh. I am very much certain as a writer that's what the reality fracture set is going to do. It's going to break the universe so they could justify Star Trek in universe and all the others. You know how crazy that's going to be, seeing the USS Enterprise taking on the Weatherlight? You don't understand how insane that is? That is insane. The USS Enterprise is gonna show up and gonna fight 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 a bunch of elves. See? And what's insane, oh okay, this is under lands. Okay, we're on the lands here. And what's gonna be so insane about this is the fact that you're casting magic in Star Trek. I know that there was some fantasy elements, but there was still logic behind it. Like, for example, one good example of fantasy element, the prophets in Deep Space Nine. You know, there was a bit of a fantasy element to it, but their whole focus was on religion. So you know, they applied the logic of religion to the to magic, to the thing. You already saw a video of Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty have a duel with the Pharaoh using Egyptian god cards. Oh god. Oh my god. Yeah. So it's gonna be weird, which means that, think about this. That means that they could sit there and say that the Vulcan mind meld is magical. Isn't that ridiculous to sit there and say that? It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time that we're probably gonna see Stargate, because they got the whole Egyptian thing going on in there, and you know they have the Amonkhet set, which is supposed to be about Egypt. You know, supposed to be inspired by Egypt, and then there's and then in Star Wars, Star Wars is gonna end up happening. So somebody's gonna build a Star Wars, Star Trek, Stargate deck. It's gonna happen. That's gonna happen. We're gonna have people fighting between Star Trek and Star Wars. They're gonna have a Star Wars commander deck and a Star Trek commander deck to decide once and for all who's the better Star series. Oh god, man, this is horrible. Honestly, I didn't hate it nor like it. It was just entertaining. Rick Sanchez needed Millennium Puzzle so he could destroy Rick Prime. Oh man. So I'm just spotting up the lands at the moment. Which is really not much of a thing going here. It's a typical fair staples. Because this is a rainbow deck, I decided to go with the life lands where you drop them and you gain 1 life. So I got all 10 of those. Well, not really all 10, but I got 10 of the ones that fit. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That uncard. So I dropped in Command Tower, City of Brass. Yep, that's right. The City of Brass. Here is the City of Brass. I've had this out of the pack. I pulled this out of the pack and have had it since. We're talking 1997. That's when I came into Magic, around 1997. So I've had that. Wait a second. Oh no, sorry. This is the. Oh no, sorry. This is the Double Masters one, isn't it? I purchased that one. What did I do with the other City of Brass? Oh well, it doesn't matter. You also saw Philip J. Prime, Bender from Futurama have a duel, and Bender pulled the Exodia finisher. What in the world are you talking about? What is this? Is this a video? Reflecting pool. Here we go. Add 1 mana of any type that a land you control could produce. Grand Coliseum. Grand Coliseum. Here we go. Enters tap. I could tap for 1 colorless, and I can add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool for a tap, and I take 1 damage. It's all on YouTube. Look it up. I'll do that. I'll do that next week when we have a lot. When we go into full fun mode. Path of Ancestry. Let's see. Path of Ancestry. When this land enters tapped, I get to add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity, which is all 5 because it's more fun. Its color identity is all 5 mana. And when that mana is spent to cast a creature spell that shares a creature type with your commander, scry 1. So that means that my shapeshifters will get to give me let me scry for 1. I find it comical despite being a fan of the original. I see. Let's see, Exotic Orchid. Exotic Orchid, add 1 mana of any color that a land an opponent controls could produce. So that's the inverse of Reflecting Pool. Unclaimed Territory. Might seem strange for some that would have that in there, but there's a good reason why, because of the way this deck is going to run, the way I'm running this deck. As this land enters, choose a creature type, tap to add 1 colorless mana, add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell of the chosen type. So all I have to do is say Slivers or Knights or whatever creature of the flavor, and I get to do the same thing with Secluded Courtyard. Where is Secluded Courtyard? When it enters, I choose a creature type, and I get to add 1 mana, and I can spend that to cast a creature spell of the chosen type or activate the ability of a creature source of the chosen type. So they basically helped out. So those are my lands for each of the basic lands: forest, plains, mountains, that stuff. And then I got the life lands: Bloodfell Caverns, Blossoming Sands. I have the City of Brass for all 5 colors. Command Tower for the same thing. Dismal Blackwater, Exotic Orchid, Grand Coliseum, Jungle Hollow, Path of Ancestry, Reflecting Pool, Rugged Highlands, Scout Barrens, Secluded Courtyard, Saltwater Cliffs, Thornwood Falls, Tranquil Cove, Windscarred Crag, Unclaimed Territory. So those are my lands. 38 total. 38 total. Very good. We'll set that up there so I can have some space. Okay. So let us do, and I can put more font up there. We don't need that. Let's go to the creatures. Let's go to the creatures. We're going to start with the shapeshifters. Let's put our slivers to the side here. So we're going to introduce you to some of the shapeshifters that came out in Lorwyn. They're pretty cool. And some that are not in Lorwyn, like Changeling Outcast. Changeling Outcast. Let's see here. Changeling Outcast. One black mana, shapeshifter, changeling. Outcast can't block or be blocked. 1/1 creature. Pump that sucker up, and nobody will be able to block. Will be able to stop you. Unfortunately, you can't stop people, so it's not going to help much. But the fact that I could be able to swing hard without being blocked is a very, very big deal. Very, very good creature to go with. Moonglove. Changeling. Moonglove, Changeling. 2 mana in the black. Changeling, tap. For 1 black, it could gain death touch until end of turn. 2/2 creature. Death touch, gotta love that. Anytime you could put a death touch in there, you just go for it. like jump right on in on it. Let's see. Let me see here. Torian Mauler. I want to start off with the non-Lorwyn creatures first. This one was a big MVP in the pot that I played in over the weekend. 2 mana and a red. Creature, shapeshifter, changeling. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that means instance, sorcery, enchantments, artifacts, creatures, any type of spell they drop in there, I get to put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. I like this as you may, I guess, for if you want to try and keep it under control for certain type of cards, but I don't have to worry about that. I went all out on it. And bam, just look at that. Just look at that go, man. This sucker turned into a 10/10 before anybody knew it because they all had to cast spells. It was pretty nasty. Another one. Let's see here. Is that all of my non-Lorwyn? Here we go. Chameleon. I got the Chameleon. Was it Colossus? Colossus. Oh, I misspelled Chameleon. Colossus. There we go. Chameleon Colossus. Chameleon Colossus, 2 mana and 2 green. Protection from black for 2 mana and 2 green. Chameleon Colossus gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is its power, 4/4. So if I pump him up, he'll get more for that. And Web Weaver Changeling is the next one. The Web Weaver Changeling. Little beefy character here. 3 mana and 2 green. He has reach, 3/5. When the Web Weaver Changeling enters the battlefield, if there are 3 or more creatures in your graveyard, you gain 5 life. So it's basically Threshold Light. It's a Threshold Light. But it's not too bad. But I get a 3/5 reach, which is a big deal. So I believe that is all the non-Lorwyn changelings. So now let's do the Lorwyn changelings. First one is Graveshifter. Graveshifter. Here we go. Here's the Graveshifter. 3 mana and a black. Changeling. When this creature enters, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. 2/2, which is pretty good. Great recursion. Great recursion. Get the thing back. Let's see. Sizzling Changeling. Yes, the Sizzling Changeling. Sizzling Changeling. When this creature dies, it's 2 mana and a red. When this creature dies, exile the top card of your library until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. 3/2. Great way to push get through your deck faster. Gangly Stompling. Here we go. Gangly Stompling. 2 mana. Oh, here he is. 2 mana and a hybrid red-green. He has Trample, 4/2, straightforward. Very straightforward. Not bad at all. Then I got the let's see here. Mischievous Sneakling. Here's Mischievous Sneakling. 1 mana and 1 hybrid blue-black. It just has flash, 2/2 creature, so I could drop him anytime I want, at any time during the game, as long as there is a how you say, stack. Here we go. As long as we got a stack. Next up is Chitinous Graspling, 3 mana and a hybrid, green-blue. It's got reach, 3/4 creature. The more reach, the better, because I don't have much in the way of flyers. Shapeshifters really got some good stuff here. Feisty. Let's see, Feisty Spikeling. 1 mana and a hybrid red-white. During your turn, this creature has first strike as a 2/1 creature. Very straightforward first striker, but only on your turn. Again, first strike is always good, especially and makes sense because you pump them up, they'll be very, very powerful, out of control. This one is a very interesting creature here. The Rooftop Percher. It is a colorless creature, but it doesn't say that it's colorless at all. I guess it's straightforward colorless. A very lovely card too. Flying. When this creature enters, exile up to 2 target cards from graveyards. You gain 3 life. 3/3. I'm not sure if it's all graveyards, if it means all graveyards or something, but being able to get that graveyard hate going is pretty solid. Let's see. Chomping Changeling. Chomping Changeling is over here. 2 mana and a green. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. 1/2. Straight up the disenchant creature. Very excellent. And finally, Prideful Feastling. Prideful Feastling. Here he is. Where is he at? There we go. 2 mana and a hybrid white black. Lifelink 2/3. Straightforward. Very straightforward. They really leaned into the changelings and gave them really some good stats and good abilities. Really solid. I fell in love with them. So that means that with Morophon, creatures, if I wanted to, I could say Shapeshifter. Well, actually, they're changelings. So whatever creature type I choose, say Slivers, all these costs will be obliterated. For example, Chitinous Graspling, instead of paying green and blue, I just pay 3 mana. Feisty Spikeling, I just pay 1 mana. And so on, except for the Percher. The Percher, I gotta pay 5 mana. There's nothing I can do about it. It doesn't have any colors in it. So yeah, it's pretty effective. Unfortunately, the Web Weaver Changeling and the Chameleon Colossus are 2 pips, so I can only remove 1 green. So I'll be so even though it's 1 mana cheaper, it's still gonna be a little bit still a little bit on the expensive side. But at least I get that nice discount. It's a pretty good discount. Morophon is just a straightforward 7 mana colorless mana, so I could pay for pretty much anything and be good to go. I'll just put that up there. All right, time for the slivers. Here are the slivers, guys. The first sliver, the first commander of my sliver deck, now a changeling deck. Where is, oh, there he is. So yeah, 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green. Cascade. Sliver spells you cast have Cascade. Virulent Sliver. Here we go. The Virulent Sliver, 1 green. All sliver creatures have poisonous 1. Whenever a creature deals combat damage to the player, that player gets a poison counter. A player with 10 or more poison counters loses the game. Very powerful. 1/1 creature. Most definitely made sure I had that in there. The first sliver is a 7/7 creature, just to note. Horned Sliver, one of my first slivers. One of my 2 first slivers that I got in Magic the Gathering. All slivers gain trample. It's 2 mana and a green, 2/2 creature. So yeah, my changelings would all get trample. This one is a fun one that I saw and I had to pick it up. I had to make sure, and I ended up getting 2 somehow. The Sidewinder Sliver, one of the most freakiest effects from Mirage. Sidewinder Sliver, 1 mana. All sliver creatures have flanking. Whenever a creature without flanking blocks a sliver, the blocking creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. 1/1 creature. It's a very classic old ability from back then, from back in Mirage. It's no longer printed out because it's a very, very weak effect. It's a very weak effect, but the fact that it's on slivers is funny. It's so funny. Venom Sliver, 1 mana and a green. Sliver creatures you control have Death Touch, 1/1. Yes, Death Touch. I told you, Death Touch is the best thing to have, man. Death Touch is such an amazing kill card, man. Amazing kill card. Heart Sliver, another one of my first slivers that I've ever gotten. Heart Sliver's down here. All creatures, oh yeah, put in the old school. Oh, okay. They never reprinted Heart Sliver. Okay. So yeah, the old print. All slivers are unaffected by summoning sickness, aka haste. 1 mana and a red, 1/1 creature. So yeah, make them all have haste. They don't have to sit with summoning sickness. The belligerent sliver. Here he is. Here's the belligerent sliver, 2 mana and a red. Sliver creatures you control have. This creature can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. This is a more updated card that I have here. Basically that's menace. All sliver creatures have menace. How menacing. That's the Sentinel Sliver. Sentinel Sliver. Where are you at? Oh, here he is. Sentinel Sliver, 1 mana and a white. All slivers you control have vigilance. 2/2 creature. Yes, vigilance. I don't have to tap. No tapping necessary. That is a very scary thing. My changelings don't have this tap. Let's see here. Cloud Shredder. Cloud Shredder Sliver. Cloud Shredder Sliver. 1 red, 1 white. Sliver creatures you control have flying and haste. 1/1. What a combination. Flying and haste. Just drop it in, and I'm just already have the evasion and everything. Gale Rider Sliver. Gale Rider Sliver. The next one. One blue. It's just one blue. That's it. One simple blue. Sliver creatures you control have flying. 1/1. Straightforward. Very straightforward. More evasion abilities. The Sliver Hive Lord. Sliver Hive Lord. Here we go. So 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, 1 red, 1 green. Sliver creatures you control have indestructible 5/5. Yeah. If that came out with more fun, I could just drop it for free. Easy. Drop it for free. Easy. So easy to drop for free. Let's switch this up here. There we go. Hey there. Welcome to camera 2. Right on over to camera number 2. So next up is Shifting Sliver. The Shifting Sliver. It's very shifting. Very shifting. There we go. Shifting Sliver. 3 mana on the blue. Slivers can't be blocked except by slivers. 2/2. So it's basically shadow, but for slivers. There's a shadow effect for slivers. It's crazy. When I brought that out in the pod, everyone's like, and I was able to take 1 out until I got hit with a Swords of Revealing Light effect. What am I spelling Glendale for? What am I thinking of? Gemhide Sliver. Gemhide Sliver. Here we go. All the way down here. 1 mana and a green. All slivers have tap. Add 1 mana of any color. 1/1. What a godsend. Great ramp. Made it so easy for me to tap my changelings for mana. For that wonderful, wonderful, succulent mana. Predatory. 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 Why am I misspelling that? Predatory. There we go. Predatory Sliver. There we go. Why give me a hard time here? Where are you at? Popped up somewhere. There it is. Predatory Sliver. 1 mana in the green. Sliver creatures you control get +1/+1. It's a 1/1 creature. So we're coming to that point, huh? Sinew Sliver. Sinew Sliver. 1 mana and a white. All sliver creatures get +1/+1. It's a 1/1 creature. And finally, my very first sliver. My very first sliver I ever got in Magic the Gathering. The Muscle Sliver. Wow, they put that all the way down here, huh? 1 mana and a green. All slivers get +1/+1. It is a 1/1 creature. Yes. Ooh. Ooh, why are my cards falling all over the place here? You should all be staying up. There we go. And plop. There we go. So those are the slivers. Those are my slivers. Let's do artifacts. Let's do the artifacts. Okay. We're gonna do, well, my mana rocks, actually. We're gonna do the mana rocks. So Commander Sphere. Commander Sphere. Let's see. Where is it at? Here it is. Commander Sphere. Tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. Sacrifice this artifact to draw a card. 3 mana. Very straightforward. Replication Ring. Oh, when I saw this one, I was like, yeah, I'm going to have to buy it for this particular deck. Replication Ring. Ring. There we go. Replicating Ring. Oh, sorry. Replicating Ring. Ooh. 3 mana. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on Replicating Ring. Then, if it has 8 or more night counters on it, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow artifact tokens named Replicated Ring with tap add 1 mana of any color. So basically, it's to create 8 mana rocks after 8 turns, which is not bad. I might want to consider maybe moving that over to my Simone deck. I might want to move that to my Simone deck because she's all about ramping up tokens, and swap that out for something different maybe. Arcane Signet. Here we go. Arcane Signet. There we are. Arcane Signet. Add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. And so it's just like Commander Sphere. Sol Ring from the old days. The beta. Went all the way back to beta. Sol Ring, tap to add 2 colorless mana. It's only 1 colorless to drop. Arcane Signet is 2 colors to drop as well. Dark Steel Ingot. Dark Steel Ingot. Dark Steel Ingot. Where's the ingot? Ignot. Ingot. Here we go. Dark Steel Ingot. Indestructible. 3 mana. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. Very potent. Chromatic Lantern. Let's see here. Lantern. Will this shortcut me to? No, it's not going to shortcut me to. Dang it. I was hoping to shortcut. Alright. Chromatic. Chromatic Lantern. Chromatic Lantern. Come on. 3 mana. Lands you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Tap to add 1 any mana of any color. Now that's a fierce ramp right there. Let's see. Oh, didn't I put this to the side here? Yeah. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Because I want to remove this. I'm not keen on that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was gonna remove that one. And finally, Gilded Lotus. Gilded Lotus. I have a Lotus. It's not the Lotus. Dang it. 5 mana. Tap to add 3 mana of any one color. Gilded Lotus. So that's my mana rocks. I'll just set that up there. Stop falling around. All right. And time for the enchantments. Okay. This is the crux of the deck strategy here. These artifacts and enchantments I'm going to be posting up is when I'm playing to run these very fast. Play and run these very fast. We're almost done here. Okay. So Etchings of the Chosen. Etchings of the Chosen. Of the Chosen One. Chosen One! Let's good old Kung Pao. 1 mana, white and a black. When Etchings enter the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1. 1 mana, tap, sacrifice a creature of the chosen type. Target creature you control gains indestructible until end of turn. So all I gotta do is... Do we have an issue? No, we don't. Okay, we're good. Yeah, everything is stable. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened to my chat room on YouTube. That's all right. So, that's Etchings of the Chosen. Next up is Reflections of Latata. Reflections of Latata. There we go. 4 mana in the blue. As this enchantment enters, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell. That pretty nasty. This one was crazy good. Kindred Discovery, like this made my deck go fast. 3 mana and 2 blue. When Discovery enters, choose a creature type. Whenever a creature you control the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. So every time I kept dropping a creature, I attack. Every time I attacked with a creature, with like say 4 creatures, I drew 4 cards. I was just not without. I was not without hands throughout the entire throughout the whole entire thing, and then I was able to drop more and more. Kindred Boon, 2 mana and 2 white. Choose a creature type. 1 mana and a white. Put a divinity counter on target creature you control the chosen type. Each creature you control with a divinity counter on it has indestructible. Oh yeah. Good luck trying to destroy my creatures with those indestructible counters. this one is straightforward and simple. Really like this card. Shared Triumph, 1 mana and a white. Triumph enters, choose a creature type. Creatures of the chosen type get +1/+1. Straight up pump. Good old pump. This one is actually pretty efficient. From the rubble. It's right over here. 4 mana and 2 white. When it enters, choose a creature type. At the beginning of your end step, return target creature card of the chosen type from your graveyard to the battlefield with a finality counter on it. Finality counter does is if a creature with a finality counter on it would die, it gets exiled instead. So it's a recursion with a drawback, but it lets you do a recursion for free. That's the key factor, is that you know is that it doesn't cost anything. Rally of the Ranks is another shared triumph. Let's see here. Rally of the Ranks, another shared triumph. Here we go. 1 mana and a white. When it enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1. Another easy pump. This one was such a big help here. Radiant Destiny. Radiant Destiny. And that's right up here. 2 mana and a white. Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the city's blessing for the rest of the game. As Destiny enters this battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1, and as long as you have the city's blessing, they also have vigilance. So that just really made my deck my game feels so nasty. You know, being able to have these 3/3 pumped up vigilant changelings and slivers swinging at my opponent like no other. Let's see here. Obelisk of Erd. The way that it's spelled, Erd. 6 mana. Artifact. Convoke. Your creatures can help cast a spell. Each creature you tap while casting the spell pays for 1 mana or 1 mana of that creature's color. As Obelisk of Erd enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Creatures that you control the chosen type get +2/+2. So yeah, as you can see, I have some crazy pump going on here. Patchwork Banner. Will that pop up on here? No, it won't. All right, Patchwork from Bloomborough. There it is. Oh, popped up over here. Where did it pop up at? I saw it pop up somewhere. Where did you go? Where are you at? Where did it go? I saw it pop up somewhere. Ah, there it is. Patchwork Banner, right down here. 3 mana. When it enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control the chosen type get +1/+1. Add 1 mana of any color. Hence why I decided to drop that 1 mana rock, because I got another mana rock here. This one was freaking awesome. When I brought that out, it just made things so easy. Firdoch Core. Firdoch Core, 3 mana. Kindred Artifact Shapeshifter. Changeling. Tap, add 1 mana of any color. 4 mana. For 4 mana, this artifact becomes a 4/4 artifact creature until end of turn. I just tapped that 4 mana, made a creature. Ash Cooper, いらっしゃいませ。はいどう。日本語の。ごめん。I got you all covered here. Hold on. 日本語の勉強と、ありがとう。はい、今は日本語を勉強します。でも、これ、what do we, これが、月間、これ月間は、 why do we why do we sta mm, mm, hmm mm, あのさ、あれはね、最近 JLPT2 できたよ。うーん、あと、次、うん。ああ、そう、なるほど、なるほど。はい、すごい、すごい。頑張れ。頑張れ。JLPT2 頑張ります。あ大丈夫、大丈夫。あと、I haven't, I gotta keep my Japanese up. I gotta keep my Japanese up. 激にしないで。Gotta keep practicing my Japanese. うん。あー we gotta all keep up with our Japanese, all of us together. We wanna be fluent. We wanna be able to go to Japan and talk to Japanese and have Japanese be like, "Sugoi." Not Genki. Mm, 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 Oh, then mm? Oh, wait, I said Genki Ki. Oh my gosh, I said Genki Ki. Genki ni. I said Genki ki. I said ki twice. Genki ni shinai de. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now everybody's gonna download and be and write in the comments saying, "You can't speak Japanese. He can't speak Japanese." Twitter. Cancel. uh, next. Let's see. That was Fear.core. Next one is Gathering Stone. Kini shinai de. Genki ni shinai de. Uh, Genki ni shinai de. No. Kini shinai de. No. No. It's kini shinai de. Yes, Genki kini shinai de. I'm teasing. Kini shinai de. Let's see what we got here. Gathering Stone, 4 mana. As this artifact enters, choose a creature type. Spells you cast of the chosen type cost 1 less to cast. When this artifact enters, and at the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. If it's a card of the chosen type, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. May. That's a may part. Mm. That's the good part, is that it's may, so I can put it right back. So it's pretty much like Scry. It's got a little Scry effect there. Of course, Maskwood Nexus. I've been debating this one for a bit here. The Maskwood Nexus. It's over here. Where'd you pop up at? Let's see. Where did you pop up at? There you go. Masquerade Nexus, 4 mana. Creatures you control, every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control and creature cards you own that aren't on the battlefield. 3 mana, tap, create a 2/2 blue shapeshifter creature token with changeling. That's the only reason why I have it in the deck, because it's a little bit on the redundant side. Um, but right now I'm only saying that because I'm playing Slivers. But it might I'm not sure how I'm not sure. Only because I could drop creatures in there, and that's the only reason why I have the Nexus. Creature you control are every creature type. Actually, no, that would work. That means that the Slivers would also have Changeling. That would make a lot of sense. They would have Changeling as well. It's like having a Changeling effect, even though it doesn't say that it's a Changeling effect. So yeah, that might be able to work. That might still work out in the end. Riptide Replicator. Let's see here. Replicator. This one was pretty effective. I was able to get some creatures out. X mana and 4. I get to choose a creature type when it comes into play and a color. Riptide Replicator comes into play with X charge counters on it. 4 mana in the tap, create an XX creature token of the chosen color and type into play where X is the number of things of charge counters on Riptide Replicator. So in the pod I was able to put 4 charge counters on it, and I was creating 4/4 sliver creatures outright, and the changelings were taking advantage of that. Well, yeah, and so on. Next up is Urza's Incubator, a classic. Here we go. Urza's Incubator. That would be under ramp. Here it is. 3 mana. As Incubator enters, choose a creature type. Creature spells of the chosen type cost 2 mana less to cast. This is my I forgot what set this was in, but yeah, I got this card. Basically, yeah. Let's say for example, I have Morphon out, and I have the Incubator out. I could drop Torian Mauler for free because the 2 generic mana is covered, and Morphon covers the Red Pit. Same with cards like the Feisty Spikeling and Prideful Feastling, or over here on the Sliver side, if I were to choose Slivers, I could be able to drop Sinew Sliver free, or Heart Sliver for free, and so on. So the flexible choices to make on that is actually pretty good. Being able to drop creatures for free, especially Sliver creatures, that's insane. And finally, Volrath's Lab. Yeah, Volrath's Lab. 5 mana. When enters when you play Volrath's Lab, I think when Volrath's Lab enters, choose a color and a creature type. 5 mana in the tap, put a token creature into play. Treat this creature as a 2/2 creature of the chosen color and creature type. So there we go. So it's at bracket core 2, according to the thing. So you might notice that there's an error here. That's because I didn't include these cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 cards here are going to get swapped out. Progenitor's Icon, Forest and the Plains, and the 5 diamonds: Fire Diamond, Moss Diamond, Charcoal Diamond, Marble Diamond, Sky Diamond, and one of the cards that I'm going to, let's see here, that I want to replace with, and I could do that right now, is Celestial Reunion. So I'm gonna at least do that, and I'm gonna try and figure out what else I want to throw in there. Probably I'll do Counterspell, just so I can have that protection. I probably might focus on protections. I don't have much space to work with. Here we go. Celestial Reunion. Where are you at? So just to recap, Celestial Reunion, X mana and a green. As an additional cost to this cast a spell, you may choose a creature type and behold 2 creatures of that type. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less, reveal it, Put it into your hand, then shuffle. If the spell's additional cost was paid and the revealed card is the chosen type, put that card onto the battlefield instead of putting it into your hand. So that's a pretty effective thing for me to get the creatures out faster, especially sliver creatures. I'll bring in the traditional counterspell. I got one to spell. To spare. I got plenty of spare. As usual, counterspell. It's just counter target spell for 2 blue mana. I'm not sure what else I'm going to fill these in with. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more slots. So I'm thinking maybe for the safety of it, find a maybe throw in maybe 2 mana ramp cards, like a rapid growth type cards, so that way I could get some lands out. You know what I'm saying, and not get stuck. Because I have way too many mana rocks, so this is a good opportunity to drop those, and maybe get some kind of destruction card. I got Austere Command. I might do that. Throw an Austere Command, just so I can have a creature white. So I'll add that to there. Where is that at? That would be here. Austere Command, 4 mana and 2 white. Choose 2, destroy all artifacts, destroy all enchantments, destroy all creatures with mana value 3 or less, destroy all creatures with mana value 4 or greater. So even though I am risking losing artifacts and enchantments because they're pretty much the important stuff, it might be worth the risk if it means I could get my opponent's stuff out of the way. So that's another 2 cards to drop out of that. So yeah, I'm not gonna yeah, I don't want to get up and bring all those things over. So we'll finish that up the rest of the way. But overall, the crux of the crux of this deck, as pointed out, is that it's Changeling, which is this card is every creature type, and I would use and I would pair them up with another creature type. So, for example, slivers, which provide, and then I play enchantments and artifacts as I've shown you. That would say choose a creature type. So I would choose the creature type of which is going to be in this deck. So, for example, sliver. So slivers get the +1/+1, and since let's say Web Weaver Changeling has the Changeling ability, that counts as a sliver. So it gets to have Shared Triumph along with Sinew Sliver's ability, which all slivers get +1/+1. So it would become a 5/7 creature. Web Weaver Changeling would become a 5/7 creature because of that. So that's the whole thing. It's just to keep these guys here, keep these cards in the deck, along with whatever sorcery or instant I want to include, like Celestial, to put in place of some of these guys. And if and then I'm fine with the mana rocks. They're pretty solid. So I keep those. And all I have to do moving forward is if I want to play knights, I can replace all the sliver cards I have with knights, with knight types or with goblin types, and so on. And so on, and just run the deck as normal, because the changelings are the ones who are the crux of it. So there we go. That's Morophon. That's my Morophon deck. Let's see here. Do I need to save? No, right? I don't think I need to save. I just have to finish the last of the sorcery and instants that I need, which is not a problem. Well, it is a problem because I gotta figure. I'm probably just gonna stick with defensive measures like counterspell and austere command, board wipes, and do some search like Kodama's Reach and such, if I could find some of those. So yeah, there's my deck, guys. That's my deck. Yeah, that's my magic deck. There we go. My Morophon commander deck. Yeah, so there we go. All right. So, let me take these down here. Okay. That was a fun discussion about Magic the Gathering. I hope you all had a great time. I hope you all had fun. Yeah, it was much good. So let's get out of this. Let me log out of this and let us switch over to gaming. Gonna do a quick game. Very quick game. I know it's very weird for those of you on the writing channel seeing this. It's just been very, very it's been a very, very, very weird period. I gotta say, it's quite the adventure. Definitely worthy of putting into my lore playlist. I haven't saying let's research, so let's switch this over to let's game. Honestly, that should have been behind the scenes. That's how. Yeah. That's how out of it I am that I missed that one little part there. So yeah, we're up to video games. Now I figure maybe we'll play an arcade game. Something short, something sweet, something quick. You know? So we don't have to spend 20 years. What's even cool now is that I don't have to get up and get behind the TV to swap out the HDMI. The HDMI port. There we go. HDMI port for this. Oh, sorry. If I'm gonna do the arcades, we gotta do this. Here we go. We'll turn this on. And go get the arcade stick. Get the arcade stick out. How about that? How about that? Let's see here. There we are. All right. People be like, you must be the only person that actually plays arcades with an actual arcade stick. I do. Let's see here. Let's see. Do we want to go into arcade archives? You know what? I've gone through arcade archives enough. Let's do Capcom Arcade Stadium. That way I don't have to switch out so much. Here we go. All right, here we are. Yeah, test stream. We're still testing the test stream. So this is now the next phase. Can I be able to switch the HDMI cords live and not cause any hiccups? This is the last test, and then that'll be it for the day. And I'll see you all. And of course, I'll see you all next week. To see. Oh my gosh, I got dust on me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get copyright for this, aren't I? Down, Charlie Brown. Gotta like the lyrics, man. Brand new day. That's what it feels like today. It's a brand new day for all these changes. New TV, new monitor, new motherboard, new tower case, new cooler. Still have my graphics card. Still have the graphics card. Still have the RAM sticks. Everything is still good, man. Still got everything. Just had to replace 3 things, man. And back on here, I got all wonderful fans, all my wonderful fans and viewers, new and old, hanging out. It just feels good. It feels good. It's feeling good. It's feeling good. What do we want to roll around with? I've already done Capcom Sports Club. Let's try this out. Let's see what this is all about, guys. I will. They're all stars. I never seen this in the arcade. Starring basketball, tennis, and soccer. Let's see here. 3 games, huh? All right. Well, let's we'll save the basketball for last. We'll save that one for last. Let's see what this is all about. One play. What? Nope. Oh, that's right. We do have Puerto Rico does have a national soccer team, but they didn't make it into the World Cup. They got knocked down in the qualifiers. Not the actual qualifiers, but like the qualifiers to the qualifiers to the qualifiers. Oh, okay. We're taking on Italy. Where's my character at? You know, if there was one game that could have been just like NBA Jam, it's soccer. Imagine going around headbutting people, just like in, you see, like the guy in the Shins. You know, you could kick them, you could trip them, you could do like in, you could headbutt them, just like an NBA Jam where you're like pushing people around and everything. You see, like that, man. We need more of that. Ah. Oh, got kicked in the nuts. Okay, there's my NBA Jam. Speak of the devil. Oh, I got. Dang. Draw. Oh well, I lost. Dang, I really did lose. No, let's try tennis. How violent is tennis? Let's see tennis here. Caps tennis. Oh, it's a lot. Again, no Puerto Rico. Come on. Wait, what? For beginners. We'll stick with USA. Taking on India. India. Oh! Knocked her in the crotch. That was a crotch shot. That's right, it's your fault. Ooh. Oh, dang. Well, that was a little better, but still lost. Always try and run down a ball. Well, I tried doing that. Okay, let's try out not NBA Jam. Three on three, huh? Alright. Canada, Japan. Shooter, forward. Oh. Taking on our arch enemies. Yeah, definitely not NBA Jam here. There we go. Oh, that was cool. All the people jumping up like that. I'm no Steph Curry. I'm doing better here. Well, that's because I'm playing like NBA Jam, that's why. Oh, boom shakalaka. Is it the shoes? Oh, nice. Now, if only NBA Jam did that. Put in those flaming... Oh! Dang. Yo. They gotta find a way to bring back NBA Jam. Oh. I was about to dunk. Alright. Yeah, of course I would do better. Q and I. There we go. Oh, I get to move up. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Taking on South Korea. Oh. That would have been cool if I caught that. If that got in there. It's so cool that the people just pop up whenever... Oh. Okay. I think I'm gonna lose this. Yeah, I need to get a 3 going here. Oh, he's just... Yo, he just snatched it out of my hand. Yo. Yo. Yeah, I'm getting my butt kicked by the... There we go. Dang, another 3. I'm getting Steph Curry'd over here. Oh my gosh, they just... Yep. There we go. Gotta get them... gonna have to score 3s on these guys here. Oh my gosh, another 3. Ooh, I'm done for. I'm done for. There we go. I'm not gonna make it in time. 3 seconds. Oh man. Dang. Dang. That was good. That was a good try. That was a good try. Try again. Game over. Alright. There we go. Select another game. Oh, I can't save? No, you were playing. Play again. Oh, there goes my money. Let's go. Alright, next up. Let's see. Speed Rumbler? Fusatsu Bilingual? Bilingual? What's this game? Street Fighter. But let's do the first one. And then it zooms in. Japan versus Retsu. Trying to do the Hadouken here, but that crazy negative space. Oh well. Enemy one. Okay. I give it a try. Last duel. Nah, I'll probably spend too long on that. There's a lot of racing, there's a lot of card games here. Let's try this one. Let's Storm. Rally 2011. It's impossible for you to do this. Let's start the game.
Hello there. I'm a Storm navigating computer type K1 mounted on your Storm 11 vehicle. You can call me Matt. Let's go.
I got my own kit. Oh, this is straight up F-Zero stuff here. Oh, nice. Not nice. What the? Okay, let me launch. Okay, got some fuel. Reminds me of Spy Hunter. Gotta like avoid these guys. Ah, I fell off like Mario Kart. Okay, let's go. How much further do I have to go? I have too much far to go, do I? Oh, I fell into it. How do I jump that? Huh. No, so close.
We've run out of energy.
He had nothing to say to me. No shot. All right. Jump to another one. This that one. There's gotta be something. Oh yeah, the Three Wonders. Slam Masters. Saturday Night Slam Masters. One-on-one. Ooh, Mike Hagar. Yes. We're gonna play the mayor. Oh yeah, we're gonna play the mayor. I am Mike Hagar. Here we go. Gun lock. Oh. Yo, this is awesome. Taking on not Guile here. Yeah, this is actually pretty cool. Yo, this is like, it feels like I'm playing Final Fight in the ring here. Oh, there's his spinning pile driver. That's how he pins. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. There's Jessica. And then she gets kidnapped by the Mad Gear gang. And we go off to beat up everybody in the city. Darn, I ran out of ammo. Drop me a line so I can visit your... Oh my gosh. Mexico. Greater. Yeah, they should put these guys in Street Fighter since this is Slam Masters. I'm surprised that this wasn't made part of the Street Fighter universe. They should really do so, since Hagar is part of the Street Fighter universe. I mean, look at how cool that is to fight a guy like this in Street Fighter. Dressed like that. Ooh. Dang it. Why is it that I'm in the pin position, but he's not? What am I missing here? Oh! Why am I... This doesn't make any sense. Why am I... Oh, he grabbed me when I was... Dang. Oh. Oh. Why can't I get it back in here? What'd I miss? What'd I miss? I missed something here. Yo, Bo, pass me a spatula. Just make me a slam burger. I'll go for it one more time. Stinger, Oni, Biff. We'll play Biff. We'll play Biff. Biff Tannen. Gonna go back to the future. Are you Russian? There we go. Oh, that was slick. I can't climb up the turnbuckle? Okay. I can't do the turnbuckle. My man got the 100 hand slap. Yo. Dang. He's doing it again. Dang. I can't get him down. There he goes. Wait, I didn't get the pin? Oh my gosh, he brought the chair out. Oh. Dang. Comrade Zangief was right. You all fight cheap. What? That Street Fighter. Yo, this should be in. No, these characters should be in Street Fighter. He knows Zangief. Yo, you can't be having Hagar from how you say Final Fight and then name dropping Zangief and not have any of these guys in Street Fighter. That's just a travesty. That's a travesty. Let's do one more game. We'll call it the stream. Looks like everything's good. Let's see. Want to play a quick game? Oh, you know what? Sun. I saw that Sun. There's Sun. Wait, that was that's a Mushroom Cloud. Here's Sun. Sun, please deposit coin. This is the character that's in Marvel's Capcom 2, Sun. Yeah, that's the character, Sun in Marvel's Capcom 2. Okay, so we just collect things and shoot them down. Okay, so it's so shoot 'em up. So I can shoot 'em up, but I get to walk instead of fly. Oh, I died. Is there like a boss at the end of this, or it's just an endless runner type of game? The flying nimbus. Oh, I just killed everybody off with the POW. Ah, bonus points, gotcha. Ah. I died to birds. Do one more. There we go. Oh, I put a star. Calm. No, I took my friends. Well, we're gonna find them somehow. That fun little music. It's a fun little arcade. Nothing too complex or anything. Except dying. Dying is complex. Take down these. Oh, I got killed. Something tells me I'm gonna play one more time. Yes, indeed. My man moonwalking here. He's like moonwalking. He's like, I'll turn you into a carrot. Just the same enemies over and over again. Give me something new. Buds, fries. Okay, there's new. Ah, so I finally died. Oh, game over. Let's do one more. We'll do one more. Let's see. Q. I. Okay, just in time. Oh, CQ. I put. Alright. One more go. Try new strategies. I died. Why? Why do I die? I should not be dying. I should be acing this. I died again. Shame on me. I bring dishonor to my family and to my cow. Go. Alright. Good. Yeah, this is a very straightforward runner. Shoot 'em up, I guess. Shoot 'em up since that's the way it's playing. Hey, it's my friend. Okay. He ran away. And I died. Didn't even break my high score. Shame on me. Okay. Oh. Now it's just CQ. Okay. So good. Everything has worked out. Nothing has stressed out. So aside from my headphone issue, yeah, we're good. We're good to go. We are good to go next week. We're good to go next week. So let's close that so we don't have any sound. All right. So big thanks, everybody. I hope you all had a great time. I hope you all had a great time hanging out this afternoon. It was really fun. It was really fun. Well, for the most part. We ended it on a fun note. You know, got a little diatribe out of me and with magic and a little arcading. So it was cool. It was all good. So there's not gonna be any. So again, schedule nothing this week. Okay. No. I'm gonna try and get chapter 2 audiobook posted this week. Try not this. There's always next week, guys. But I'm gonna try and get that done. But there's not gonna be any postings on YouTube this week. No live streams this week. We're gonna just end the month nice and quiet and try and get everything that I need together. Try and get the sound elements done. Try and get the Skibidi Wars redone this week and get chapter 2 audiobook done. So I got a lot to do this week. So that's why I'm not gonna live stream, so that we can have everything ready for next week for both the YouTube channels and live streams. Time, so I know I did this in the afternoon, but I'm gonna operate on the evenings next week. Again, next week I got the super chats, the subathon. I'm gonna do the subathon with Code Bane, an anime themed subathon next week, either Thursday or Friday. I'm probably gonna do it Thursday. I'm probably gonna either start Thursday or I'm probably gonna start Thursday. I think I'm gonna do that on Thursday. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll see what happens, and then we'll start crossing bridges the following week. So, all right. Big thanks again to everybody. Big thanks again for all your support, your subscriptions, follows, everything. You know, book purchases. You know, hanging out today. I really appreciate all the support, guys. And once again, as usual, big thanks to Shy Guys Entertainment for helping me with my computer issue. Clockwork Ghosty, very big thanks to Clockwork Ghosty and the team on that live stream. Really appreciate it. I can't stop thinking enough. I can't stop thinking enough. So, everybody, thank y'all for joining me until next week. Y'all have a great week. Be safe out there in the snow. I heard there's still some snowing around. There's still gonna be some deep freezing cold out there. Stay warm. Be safe, everybody. Please do. So until next week, everyone. Thank you all for joining me, and I wish you all a good night, buenas noches, and oyasumi nasai.